Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News for Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. Tunnel traffic is slipping into a new season. This weekend was the slowest since early June on the mountain corridor. Just over 127,000 cars traveled I-70 through Summit Friday into Sunday. That's down 11% in a week from Labor Day and just barely slower than the same time last year. Local and federal authorities are responding to a rash of threats made against schools on social media.
Some of the schools are not on the list that's going around social media. We are in contact, obviously, with some of the school district officials, our school resource officers. We're working closely with everybody.
That was Summit County Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons. He's reminded of last year's swatting calls.
They do sort of go in waves, and they do sort of travel across the country. But, this is why we, regardless of the swatting calls, regardless of these online threats, we continue to train all year long. We are always prepared in case it does materialize here in Summit County.
The FBI is looking into these new threats and where they came from, but confident local students are not in danger. That is Honey Island Swamp Band. They're headlining tonight's free concert at Dillon Amp. Join Amanda Giles for the pre-show party, happening now at Homewood Suites downtown. You can find Amanda rocking the patio at The View for drinks, food, giveaways, and games. This is the penultimate Free Music Monday. Just one more party and show after this. This here is Rock Knowledge with Geo Joe Newhart, resident geologist with Friends of the Dillon Ranger District. Today, Geo Joe is taking us on a road trip through 2 billion years of history, and all you gotta do is hop on I-70.
Start here in Dillon and go west over towards Officers Gulch. There's some great outcrops there, Tenmile Range and Gore Range, and there's some of the oldest rocks in Colorado. They're about 1.7 billion years old. And then as you go up to Vail Pass, you start seeing red sandstones that are around 300 million years old. These red sandstones were shed off of a group of mountains we call the Ancestral Rockies. That was the first major uplift.
Come back next week for Rock Knowledge with Geo Joe. Local fire dangers high today in Summit. Still no fire restrictions. And in local sports, it was a monster weekend for the Summit High Cross Country team. Boys and girls won the Eagle Valley Invite and Gypsum. Senior Ella Hagan set a new course record. She crossed the line 2 minutes, 11 seconds before second place. Teammates Avery Eitel and Lily Benbow were third and fourth. The boys team was missing its number one runner, Josh Shriver, and still dominated the top 10. Jay McDonald in third, Will Bentley in fourth, Kane Steinweg, Lucas Ramikis, and Owen Fallon going 7-8-9. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.